Hey, how's it going everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Leap or Ballerina from 2016. And the reason why I say Leap or Ballerina is because this movie is called Ballerina everywhere in the world except for the United States, where it's called Leap. So this movie was produced in France and in Canada, and so this is not an American film, hence it having a different name internationally than it does stateside. That said, I still don't know why they decided to give it a different name in the United States. If someone has that information, let me know because I don't know. When I was watching the movie, I was noticing that mouth movements weren't matching voices, but it wasn't until after the movie was over that I was like, oh yeah, this isn't an American film. And so the Carly Rae Jepsen, Elle Fanning version that I was watching was the dub. As some of you may know, I've watched a good amount of animated movies lately, and I've always been watching animated movies throughout my life. And so this movie has popped up for me whenever I'm scrolling for something to watch, and I just decided that, you know what, I'm on an animated movie binge, I might as well give it a shot now. That said, I wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into with this movie, and even at the beginning of the movie, when I first started watching it, I was like, what did I get myself into? And the reason why I say that is because the first 15 minutes or so of this movie is insane. It's ADHD the movie. It gave me whiplash. The beginning of this movie is really just boom, 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 boom. We gotta get through this portion of the movie so we can get to the meat of the story. And personally, I think it would have helped this movie a lot to extend that first 15 minutes of runtime into about 20 minutes and just let scenes play out a little bit longer, because everything in the first 15 minutes is just so quick. The dialogue, what you're actually watching on screen, the plot, it's just crazy. That said, after the first part of that movie ends and you really get into the meat of the story, I got invested. I enjoyed this story. It's a good story. Aside from the fact that that's when the story of the movie really begins, I think that the movie benefited greatly from just slowing down. I was a bit concerned that we were just gonna go boom, 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 boom for the entirety of the runtime of the movie, but I'm glad that we slowed down, let the plot breathe, let me breathe, and actually settle down into a normal pace for a movie. But yeah, it was about the 15-minute mark when the movie settles down and the plot really starts to come together a little bit more. And that's when I knew that I was going to enjoy the movie. The first 15 minutes, I was like, I don't know what I got myself into. I don't think I like this. But once we settled down a bit, I was like, okay, I see the vision. I think that this movie does some things pretty well and some things not so much. The pacing is kind of here and there because parts of the movie, like the beginning, the pacing isn't quite what I would like, but I'd say most of the movie has pretty decent pacing. Like I said, I did enjoy the story, so I think it's got that going for it. One thing I don't care for in this movie is the humor. I did not find this movie to be funny. There were many instances throughout the movie where the movie was trying to be funny, but it just didn't work on me. Maybe I'm not the target audience for that kind of humor, but I just think that the humor could have been better. A lot of the humor in this movie felt to me like the kind of humor that's just fast and random equals funny, which sometimes yes, but in this instance no. Something that I did actually like about this movie, but a lot of people probably won't, I guess it just depends on your preference, is I like the soundtrack of this movie. It was low-key poppin', but maybe that's just because I like white girl music. And also, this is the American version. All the songs that are in the original French version are different songs, and I'm sure those songs evoke different emotions in the movie than the American pop songs that are used in the English version, but I can only really speak to the version that I watched, and I liked my white girl music. Leap/Ballerina was financially successful internationally, but didn't do quite as well in the United States, but overall that doesn't seem to matter much because Leap/Ballerina 2 is confirmed to be happening and is projected to come out sometime in 2029, so there's that to look forward to, and honestly, I kind of want to watch it. So 3 years from now, you can look forward to my review of Leap 2/Ballerina 2. As a quick side note, I watched this movie last night at time of recording, and today, just about an hour ago, I was scrolling on TikTok, and you know how you can have like stickers in the comments, you can make stickers from different things? Well, I saw a sticker from this movie, and I thought to myself, that's so random for me to see now. Have I seen this sticker used before and I just didn't know what it was from, or I just never even cared to think about it too much? I just felt like that was really out of the blue. But anyway, I had a fun time watching Leap/Ballerina. I didn't have particularly high expectations for this movie. I don't really know what I was expecting exactly, but I'm glad that my expectations weren't very high, because if they were, I might have a different outlook on this movie, but being what they were, I was pleasantly surprised. I'll tell you right now that this is not a movie for everybody, but I think it's a fun movie, it's a cute movie, it's a movie about friendships, about chasing your dreams, and I think it's just another one of those movies that I like that just doesn't have a very big following. But it makes me wonder if this is one of those movies that if you've done ballet or if you do ballet currently, is this a movie that you really like and enjoy and can see yourself in? Because I remember growing up, we were soccer kids, so movies about soccer or movies that incorporated soccer are ones that we kind of saw ourselves in a little bit. We enjoyed them in a very different way because we could relate to a lot of the things in those movies. And so I wonder if this is one of those movies that kind of has its own fan base within the ballet community. If anyone can speak to that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say about Leap/Ballerina. I was pleasantly surprised by this movie. So if you've seen it, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. And if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But yeah, if you want to help me out here on YouTube, liking this video, commenting on this video, subscribing to the channel, or checking out some of my other videos, all help me grow the YouTube channel. I've done a lot of animated movies at this point. I've done some live action movies. I've done TV shows, a little bit of gaming. So if any of that sounds good to you, go check it out. I guess I can take this time to say all the things that I always forget to say, which is you can ring that little bell that's somewhere. In the descriptions, I have social medias linked. And so yeah, until next time. Bye.